This just in. Something that I'm trying. We're going to several different scandalous subreddits, and we're going to sort by new, and see, and just basically react to these people's stories. So, everyone's favorite scandalous subreddit. We're starting off with "Am I the Asshole?" And the first new one we're gonna go for is AITA for not supporting my sister's yes multiple pregnancies. Can you spell pregnancies right? So this one isn't a long one. Okay. I, 24 female, have 3 sisters. Mo, 21 female. Joe, 19 female, and Bo, 18 female. Obviously, they are a blend of half and step siblings, but that doesn't matter right now. I don't think it really mattered at all, honestly. None of them are in long-term relationships. By their standard, I'm sure it's long-term, 6 months to a year for all of them. That's long-term. Huh? But by a long-term life standard, it's not. According to who? None of their partners or them have careers or education. Okay, education is so important. Like, I mean, I kind of get it though. Like they're still pretty early in their years though. 21, the oldest, being the oldest. I don't know. Let's see. They all work in some sort of entry-level service industry. Ooh, we're being very judgy right now. And they. No, she's just like concerned. And they all love either with their partner's family. What? And they all love either with their partner's family or ours. Live. Okay. And they all live either with their partner's family or ours, as there is no way they can afford to live on their own. I do live on my own and am financially stable. Congrats. They recently just got out of high school. What do you want? Like a domino, they all announced their pregnancies in the past 2 months, one after another. It was separated by dots. Mo was first, the 21-year-old, and I assumed it was an accident, but was supportive as a baby, as a blessing if it's wanted, and also things happen. I was the same with Bo, the 18-year-old. But I raised an eyebrow at the time, and when Joe announced hers, I finally asked them, and they all came out that these were planned pregnancies. I am normally so supportive of any woman's journey, but this shocked me so much and seemed so incredibly reckless. I'm trying to see what her reasoning is for this being reckless. Like, is it because they're not able to support themselves right now? Because we'll get to that in just a minute. It would be one thing if our family had to support. It would be one thing if our family had to support one small family as they figure out a baby in life, but 3 at the same time. Pardon me, I immediately asked them how they planned on supporting themselves, the baby, life. Their answers were a combination of the baby, daddies, and families' support. I told them I thought this decision was reckless and irresponsible, and if they thought they were getting any extraordinary support from me, they were wrong. Oh, okay. Well, they have since sent out registries and have asked to borrow money, and I have just been ignoring them. I am so excited to be an aunt, but I do not want to be financially obligated towards kids that don't deserve to be born into intentional poverty. I wouldn't call it intentional, but AITA. So what I was saying earlier was I somewhat agree with her with them knowingly having kids at the same time to be cute. Not only that, it was like you're already living with family members. Or like with your boyfriends. And so it's just No, with your boyfriend's families, because it says partner's family. So, screw how bad it looks. It's really just that it really is irresponsible to have kids in a situation where they don't stand a chance. And in a situation they don't stand a chance. So it's really selfish to do that to those kids, you know? They're not going to be cared for the way that they should be. I'm so sorry. I really was awakened too early. Yeah, I hate it when people do that. So she's not the asshole, by the way. But it's it does bother me that people do stuff like this, man. Like, you clearly are not mature enough to start a family because you still think like this. Oh my gosh. Guys, what if we all had babies at the same time? The cousins could all have play dates with each other and go to school together. You don't know your own direction in life. That's number one. Number two, you don't even know if y'all are going to be going to the same school or not because you don't have your plans. And so it's more than concerning. Either way, she's not the a-hole here. I think that's pretty obvious. Okay, AITAH for not wanting to go to the festival. Okay, I thought I was gonna skip this next one, but we're gonna go for it. AITAH for not wanting to go to a festival with my boyfriend. So my boyfriend and I went to a festival last year. This was my last real summer, and you dying? And I wanted to make the best out of it. I was excited. Oh, actually, I was excited, and I actually thought he was there with me, even though we were camping with his friends. Okay. On the second day, there was Tom Odell playing. Okay. And my boyfriend and I said we need to go, so I started getting ready and wanted to go. But when I left my tent and went up to him, he said, "The boys want to stay, we'll go later." I was like, "But we said we would go." And he was like, "Yeah, we will go later with them." I was so mad because he said he would go with me. So I went off, super angry, looked for another friend who was also there and in the middle of searching. He called me and said they were going to the main stage now. I, of course, did not give a single if about that and said, "Okay, fine, I am looking for my friend," and hung up. It was like 5 or 6 p.m. or so. Guess what? He did not text me one time in 6 hours. Wow. That's a no-no. I was with my friend and I was literally so mad. I even had to cut the Imagine Dragons concert because I almost collapsed because I forgot to eat. Girl, I'd have been there. I'd have been there so upset. I forgot to eat. Yo, oh my word. He is not sleeping in the bed tonight. Like, he is in the doghouse tonight, okay? So I went back to the tent and waited for him, and when he came back, I literally screamed my soul out. I was so mad. Oh, not your soul! Wait! Not your soul, girl. I feel that though, because not only, like, yeah, camp with friends and stuff, yeah, la-di-da, but you're still in a relationship. Just because you're hanging out with your buddies doesn't exclude you from the relationship for the time that you're hanging out with your friends. With her there, by the way. So you told her you were gonna take her. I'm getting myself. Let's finish this. I was so mad. I have never, ever been this mad before. Oh my word. He really did it. He really did it. He has never been like this. And all of a sudden, he is acting like an a-hole who does not care about me at all. Oh my word. Okay, I feel like we're missing a few details. Because, like, I don't think it's necessarily an a-hole. Like, for her to be this mad, for him to be an a-hole, just because he said, yeah, I said I'm gonna take you, but I'm gonna take the guys instead. Or maybe she just doesn't like feeling like he could just push her to the side. She don't like being brushed aside or feeling like a pushover or whatever. So don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying like you should just roll over and take it, right? I'm just saying, like you're definitely in the right to be upset, right? But I don't think it goes that far. I really almost broke up with him. No, see, we missed too many details. She didn't give enough details. It was more to it than, oh, we're gonna go with the guys instead. And then he got ready and was like, we're going to the main stage now. Like, nah, we was missing stuff. I really almost broke up with him and suggested myself to leave the next day, even though an amazing DJ was gonna play at night. Don't ever let no man or no woman make you that upset to where you can't still enjoy the things that you want to enjoy. Like, obviously you're gonna be upset, but it's like, what if that was like Zed that was playing, right? I'm not about to miss Zed because old boy that pissed me off, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, can't do it. Can't, you know what? I mean, he told me he was more mad about having a bad spot in front of the stage than wasting. Hold on. I mean, he told me he was more mad about having a bad spot in front of the stage than wasting a single thought on me. I'm not sure I understand that second part of the sentence. Because it says, then wasting a single thought. I'm not sure I get that. But we eventually talked about, but this is a trigger now for me. I want to go to the same festival again this year, so to see. The problem is his friends will also be there. And I am afraid this might happen again because he is always being different towards me when we're with his friends. Oh, okay. So she said he never acted like that before, but now she's saying he always acts differently around when they're both around his friends. So he isn't like this king man. That's why I was saying we were missing details. This has been a persistent problem. Okay. She didn't communicate that very well early on. Well, they didn't communicate that very well early on, as they never said. I'm really thinking about asking my uni colleagues if I could join them, but I am not really sure. Should I give it a try, AITAH, if I don't? Hold on. If you don't want it. If you don't want it. Okay, so that wasn't as good of a story as I was hoping, but it shows like amateur hours in. So one, they're not the asshole, if that isn't clear. But at the same time, I don't. Okay, wait. So now that we've learned that he always acts this way around his friends, I understand that they said like they might break up with him after this. Completely get that. Because if you said you were gonna do something, you need to be doing that with your partner. And in this case, it was literally like, we're gonna go and see this artist together. Then like, I guess 5 minutes later, he was like, well, we're gonna go with the boys instead. they wanted an intimate moment with him. And he's not. Time with the boys are for the boys. But when you've got your partner there with you, and they weren't originally part of the boys, you need to separate them. Okay? Because apparently he just acted brand new. And they're not with that. And I'm not gonna use too much profanity in this, but like I fool with that line of thinking. That's crazy. That's crazy. Homeboy screwed up bad. They said I was literally so mad I had to cut the Imagine Dragons concert because I almost collapsed because I forgot to eat. I'm telling you, I've been that upset before. Like, I'm telling you, literally had not eaten the whole day. It was like 8 or 9 p.m. I wasn't active, but like, I was like, taking care of stuff around the house, like doing chores or whatever. And I felt it, like it hit me out of nowhere. And I'm like, ooh, going down them stairs, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is going on? I was so weak. I was like, oh, I ain't ate all day. But let me see. I have never ever been this way before. Man, that's crazy. But no, they're not the a-hole. I'm not sure what to say about that, if I'm being honest. Okay, let's see here. Look at what I done found. AITAH for asking to have an open relationship with my fiance. We done exchanged rings, and I thought, now is the time to ask. Okay. I, male 28, has been with my fiance, female 27, for around 3 years. She's definitely the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. But recently, I found myself not enjoying our time in the bedroom. Did we talk about it before raising such a crazy question? Okay. My fiance is big on vanilla in the bedroom. It turns out anything else that's even a bit too hard or rough. Okay, I'm gonna give my opinion after. I love trying to skip ahead. I was okay with this at first, but I recently have been thinking about trying new things. A few days back, I told Jane, okay, I'm hoping that's not her real name, about how I felt. Pardon me. Yeah, I definitely need some more rest. And what I wanted to try. She listened to my whole rant without a peep. See, that's respectable. So I really didn't know how she felt until I got towards the end of it. She told me that anything other than passionate, should be considered a bad relationship. And that those types of things would eventually affect, not effect, good grief, our relationship negatively. I'll admit I've said a few things that I wanted to try that weren't exactly your regular kinks. Oh Lord. Now I'm being a bit judgmental. But what did he say? But most of it was what you would find in everybody's bedroom life. Oh, okay. I really want to try this, and I'm completely over the regular vanilla. I want to try something more exotic. I'll admit that asking for an open relationship might have been a lot, but it's really the only thing I can think of. And when I asked her, she went completely ballistic, as in literal terms. I highly doubt. Oh. may have spoken too soon. She broke the TV, threw my phone. It didn't break, but now it has a lot of cracks, so I have to get a new one regardless. It broke. And poured her drink on me. So that's still not ballistic, but it's pretty. It's not literally ballistic, but it's that's something. She left calling me an a-hole and yelled that she would be at her sister's. I'll admit that I didn't go after her to try and calm her down or anything because I was pissed at that point. But I did try to text her off my iPad. I have it for work reasons since I'm a manager. I found out I was blocked on my iPad contact. I'm logged into all my socials on my iPad though, so I went there and I blocked on those too. After that, I was pretty pissed because to me, an open relationship didn't seem like a big change to me. You know what that means. It's not a big change to you. First, I have a hard time believing that because the whole point of you presenting it was because it was going to make a huge
check, please.
Was because it was going to be a huge improvement for you personally. So I have a hard time believing that you didn't. An open relationship didn't seem like a big change to me, but I get that it just might be that prospective. But I get that it just might be that perspective for me. Because that's how you perceive things. I'm sorry. I decided to just sleep on it, but I woke up this morning and saw that she texted me on Instagram. She sent this long message on how she thinks she's pregnant and how she was not in the best mood when I told her that. Oh, man. That adds another layer onto this. This hit me the wrong way because not once in that whole message did she apologize to me, nor had she ever told me that she had a feeling she was pregnant. I just left her on red because, to be honest, I'm not ready to talk to her and this bad timing isn't helping, but now, bad timing for who? But now she has her parents and sister calling me telling me I'm an a-hole because she's pregnant, so AITAH. So I've definitely got to break this down. So let's go through this right here. So this is his fiance. That's why I decided to read this one. This is the kicker. This is his fiance. So he already was well aware of how she was in the bedroom and how she preferred it. And for her to be 27, I feel that she is pretty firm in knowing what she likes in bed. Okay? Now, with that being said, I don't feel like it's... I'll put it this way. I feel like she should have at least compromised on a few things. Like, nothing that goes against, like, her spiritual belief system or anything like that, right? But I definitely feel like she should have at least entertained the thought of some of these things. Because I doubt that... I feel like at least one or two of them weren't too crazy, right? I just felt like she should have at least, like, thought on it. At the very least, you consider things like that with your partner, right? That doesn't mean you have to agree with them. And that doesn't mean you have to go through with it either. Because no one should have to do what they don't want to do, obviously. But I definitely feel like she should have at least entertained that. So... if he knew he was not interested in vanilla, and that was what she had been all about for all of these 3 years, right? Why do you have this talk with her way before now? Like, before the year mark. If y'all were, like, intimate in that way with each other before the year mark, why do you have that conversation? Because a lot of people have this notion that you can't really have a good relationship unless you're compatible with each other sexually. And I don't necessarily disagree with that. But that notion definitely applies in this situation. Because he felt it so necessary to be satisfied sexually in this relationship that he went this route and thought everything was going to be okay. He said it wasn't a big deal to him. What do you mean we're talking about sleeping with other people? So, for a lot of people, having relations with others could be as meaningless as just simply having those relations and moving on. You never have to talk to this person again. You never have to meet them again. Cool. But you have to respect what that means to other people. And you have to think about what that would mean to other people that you're involved with. Because I would dare say the majority of people that like being in relationships, that's no bueno. I just don't see how he fixed himself up to say it wasn't a big deal and posted it. So, that was part one. Part two, she may be pregnant. So, this is the biggest kicker of all of this. You have no idea how she feels emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and physically from her being pregnant. You have no clue. Hell, she barely has a clue herself. So how are you just gonna be like, well, she didn't even apologize to me. She really broke all of my stuff. I didn't think that was very cool of her. Worst part, I just left her on red because, to be honest, I'm not ready to talk to her, and this bad timing isn't helping. Bad timing for who? That was the worst timing for her. We don't even know if she wants to have a kid. We don't know if they want to have a kid. We don't know how she feels about this situation. We don't know if she feels like she'll be able to provide things that she needs to provide for this child, as far as development goes, as far as just like physical things that she would have to provide for this child. Like, we don't know their financial situation. We don't know how she feels about any of this. So all of this is up in the air right now, and these are the things that I'm considering, because to me it's crazy that he does not understand yes, you're the asshole. You knew what she wanted in this relationship when you're in the bedroom for 3 years, and now you feel like this is the way to go. Baby, if you ain't trying to do all that other shit, but what the fuck your hoe, man? How you feel, man? No! What are you talking about? You're cooked, brother. You're done. You're done. I hope she does what she feels that she needs to do to get out of this situation. You are done, okay? Because to me it is that deep. It is that deep in this situation. You're done. There's nothing I feel that can save this relationship. I really don't. because I'm looking at it in my head now. I wasn't really visualizing it until just now. I don't really see a good way out of this, because now she's not gonna trust him to not cheat on her. He may end up resenting the child because if they do break up, it's just gonna like I feel like that child would be the symbol of the reason their relationship ended. Like, there are so many negatives around this situation. I hate it. But he's the asshole at the end of the day. I don't like his ass one bit. I'm not a fan. Screw you. I'm not gonna read his name. But I am not fooling with bro whatsoever. Brother. That was not cool. We might have one or two more, I just gotta see. This might be the most scandalous one I ever do on this show. Get ready for this title. You're not ready. Get ready for this title, though. You ready? Okay. AITAH for creating my wife's emotional affair. Advice needed. That's the flair that they use. Advice needed. Ooh, am I gonna give some advice? All right. Oh no, this was got a bit of a tail on it. Okay. Buckle in. So I, 39 male, just found out my wife, 40 female, of 14 years. So back to 25 and 26. Okay. Is having an emotional affair. 3 months ago, she attended a work conference in our state's capital. It was one of those conferences where some people come from interstate and some out of state. And some come from overseas. So naturally, there's a significant percentage of attendees who stay in hotels and stay up late drinking, partying, networking. The conference also attracts an element of people who look to hook up during conference. I was looking forward to my wife attending the conference, as it would further her career, introduce her to more people that could help her, and I would get to see her be enthusiastic and excited about everything I was spoken about. Okay. As such, I was more than happy to mind our 3 kids, 9, 7, and 1, and pick her up from the train station super late each night of the conference. One of the speakers of the conference, let's call him Dave, because that's his name. Your savagery, sir, already. It's crazy. Flew in from Germany to speak at a few sessions. Dave took an instant liking to my wife. She's beautiful, funny, kind, and super intelligent, and was keen to stay in contact. Dave asked me... Oh, no. Whoa. Dave asked for my wife's contact details and started messaging her on WhatsApp. Oh, that's dead. Not WhatsApp. In our marriage, we are upfront and transparent about various friendships. And perhaps, I make myself laugh too much. And perhaps we make it more of a point to share when the relationship is with someone of the opposite sex. We have clear agreed on boundaries. My wife initially assumed the friendship was work-related, but Dave quickly stopped messaging about work and focused on his personal life, his family history, his sporting interests, his personal health, his frustrations with his wife. He's married with 2 kids, and he started flirting with my wife. My wife initially assumed the friendship was My wife knew that I wouldn't be okay with that, and it would hurt my feelings if I knew about it and it continued, but she liked it. Okay, so I'm trying to see how he orchestrated this. She's been feeling a lot of emotions around her 40th birthday and having a little bit of a mini midlife crisis as a result. She's been on a health kick doing a lot lots of exercise and eating healthy to further improve her figure. He put further in parentheses because he feels like she's perfect already. Similarly, she's been craving new experiences, wanting higher quality friends, and feeling a little bit of FOMO, feeling like she's missed out on some things in life due to her conservative, educated, and religious upbringing. One of those things being an excessive amount of relations. He didn't say relations. Just try to clean up a little bit. With lots of different partners. So when Dave started complimenting her, telling her she's gorgeous, sending encouraging quotes, pics, and GIFs, my wife didn't tell him to stop. She changed Dave's name in her phone to Mel. Oh. And then later changed it again with a different last name, Deeds, so that it would appear she's talking with a girlfriend instead of this guy she had. So they keep communicating with each other for 3 months. My wife regularly deleting the messages and attachments, and the relationship develops until one night I see a bunch of messages from Mel Deeds flashing on her phone. I'm watching Insecure right now. Still in the first season though. Just because I'm watching it with my mother, so I never did get back to it. I was supposed to, but it's I checked the messages out of curiosity, and it's obvious that Mel is a guy who's sharing about his sport, saying he can't wait till she's awake, and comments that he can't wait to start a business project together so he can be Dave at her phone instead of Mel. What? So he's hip. He's hip to the name change and everything. Yo, what kind of layer is this? That's crazy. That is nuts. In the argument that ensues, I'm told that they're just friends. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's so silly and I'm overreacting. Is he though? Is he? You changed the man's name. Why would you do that? I say if it's nothing, why are you hiding it and changing his name and being deceitful? I was able to find some of their messages to each other, but I'm not confident whether I have all of them or not. To prove that they were having an affair and I was being gaslit. Oh! I started messaging Dave on my wife's phone with her beside me watching. Oh, this has 3 layers so far. After asking for a happy pic because I was sad, my wife sprinted into the other room and messaged Dave on her laptop saying it's my husband. No! She's cooked. She's cooked, brother. Oh no! No! Oh my word! Oh no! Oh my goodness! She's done, brother. She is done. It's over. It's over for certain, brother. Oh my gosh. She's cooked. She's done. You don't understand? The fact that she had to stop it means it's done. She is through. I would make a reference, but it's so obscure. No, she's cooked. We went for a long walk and discussed it for several hours. I want him to be blocked from social media, but she's so convincing in saying it was just a friendship with a guy who liked to flirt and send her stuff, and it wasn't anything appropriate. She just didn't want to be embarrassed. She also says that she felt so restricted and controlled that she had to change his name on her phone to just have a friend who was a guy. I created this issue because I'm restricting her and she needed to talk to Mel/Dave. So I need to know AITAH, and was it all okay, or was it an emotional affair or an actual affair? TLDR, wife messaging keynote speaker, lies about who she's messaging, the content of the messages, says it's all fun, it wasn't an emotional affair or actual affair. So, I would not have had as much of a problem with this had she not changed her name. You felt restricted, why? Because that's basically her saying that he was controlling. But why did you feel the need to change the name? If you don't feel guilty about it, you want to change his name. So what was... What were you feeling guilty about? That's where I'm at. What was there to feel guilty about? Because obviously something's on your mind. Why would you feel the need to change his name? If it was nothing, you wouldn't have changed his name. That's where I'm stuck at. Like, all of this aside, sprinted, he puts in caps, sprinted into the other room. It's my husband. It doesn't get any better than that, folks. She's not convincing me, personally. Because had she not changed his name, it would have been a different perspective of, like, why is he messaging you like that? Why does he feel comfortable to message you like that? Like, that conversation still would have happened. But it would have been a bit more calm, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would have been like, okay, but like, why is this happening? Instead of being like, oh, hell no, you trifling. Now, he kind of went a bit too far with how he was like, she had this conservative upbringing, so maybe she just feel like being a floozy now. You didn't even have to do all that. He had to do all that. Like, I guess he was trying to, like, justify what was going through her head, the reason why she was doing this. But yeah, I don't think he's the asshole at all. Not the asshole. Nope. Because, like I said, if she hadn't changed his name, it would have been a normal conversation of why is this happening. But the fact that she changed his name means she feels she had something to hide. So I'm not going for it. That was like 4 stories, 4 or 5. Those were crazy, brother. Thank y'all for tuning in. I did not expect to make like a 40-minute video, 40 minutes video, 40-something minute video. But it is what it is. I just thought I'd try this out. This just in. It's gonna be more than just a subreddit. I really want to do something else. I mean, MIBX is kind of like the same thing, but like, they're all something. I will catch you guys. I don't know when I suppose. I'm doing this for fun. I'm not trying to be famous off of this anyway. Podcasts and interviews, PokeLogic. Look up one of those on your podcast platform of choice. I'm gonna be rolling out the new season starting this year. Gotta record a few more episodes, but I'm getting on that. Thank you.